Hey guys, welcome back to Anointed with Power Ministries. I am Prophetess Kristen Laurie, and it is truly an honor to be before you all. So first and foremost, thank you for the love and the support and the encouraging words and the comments you guys have been leaving. I have been doing my very best to keep up with each and every one of them. I just found a ton of them on one of my posts, one of my video posts, and I'm answering you guys because we're in this together. I love you guys, and I appreciate just the kind words and the encouragement. But going through the comments and based on what Holy Spirit has been giving me is the fact that we need to stay in God's alignment. We need to stay within God's rhythm, within the season. We need to know what the time is, what the season is. How can you operate, in the will of God? How can you possess the land or take what God has given you, or take authority over what God has given you if you don't know the seasons? We have to stay in tune with God. That's why a lot of us are lost, because we're just kind of circling around the same mountains and we don't prophetically understand or know where the seasons are, what the season is. And we're getting these prophetic words from YouTube and from prophets and prophetess, but it's just not clicking. You have to instinctually know. You have to have this rhythm, and that's really Holy Spirit. You have to be able to have that relationship with Holy Spirit and with God. And I know the warfare is real. I know that it can be distracting, it can be discouraging, and it can be confusing, and sometimes we don't know which way to go. And that's where fasting comes in, and that's where just really pressing in comes in. But you have to know, you just have to instinctually know what the season is. When you go to a prophet or a prophetess for a word, it should be for confirmation, not for something that you don't know. That's the danger of, coming onto this platform, and it should just be confirmation, not something that you haven't heard not something you've heard for the first time. And yes, there are going to be times where you might miss something, and maybe a prophet or a prophetess will say something, and then you're like, oh wow, I didn't think of it that way, or I didn't even realize that. But for the most part, it should be confirmation of something God already gave you, Holy Spirit already downloaded into you. Okay? But you have to know, for example, when God wanted me to move, to relocate, I just instinctually, because of prayer, because of reading the word, because of having a relationship with God, I instinctually knew, and because of obviously being prophetic helps too, but and then I went on and, got confirmation from other prophetess, other prophets, and we were all speaking the same thing. But it started with me. It started here. It started internally. You should have that relationship with God where internally and instinctually He is speaking to you. God does not hold anything back from us. Yes, as a prophet, as a prophetess is different. God tells us His secrets. There are things He tells us He doesn't want us to reveal. That's a whole other thing. But as a believer, okay, you should be able to hear God for yourself. You should be able to have a relationship with Him where you know what He's telling you to do. So we have to stay in God's rhythm. We have to stay in God's timing. We have to know the season in order for us to really take advantage of what God is trying to do for us, because we can miss the mark. We can miss opportunities. And the good thing about it, though, is that God has factored in our mistakes. He has factored in whether we're going to go right or left, or make the right choice or the wrong choice. And yeah, it may take us a little bit longer. Like maybe, for example, some of us remnant folk, maybe you were supposed to get that promotion this season, but you didn't apply for it, and God was saying apply for it. Okay, you missed the mark. So it may just take another year. That's really what it's about. But it's up to you. If God is saying, here are the keys, trust in me, I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to you daily, Holy Spirit is downloading daily, it's up to you to be in tune. I don't know who needed to hear this, but you need to know what God is saying, what God is speaking, the seasons, the times, in order to take advantage of what He is trying to do for you in this season and for 2020. I love you guys. God bless. I'm also thinking about putting together an event for the spring. For those of you who can come, I am in New York. It's probably going to be $10. I am not one of those make you spend $150 just to come and see me, a mere human being. I am not Jesus to come and, speak and preach. So it would only be $10, 20 max, no more than that, just to pay for, ministry fees and listen, ministry, we have to sustain ourselves, and any little bit of help we can get is wonderful. But if you can't make it due to whatever reasons, financially, or we're gonna have a way where we can have it online and maybe go live, and so we're working it out. I have to submit a proposal to my pastor so he can look at it and just give me his opinion and what God is giving him, because I now have a leader. I am in church. I have a leader over me, which I've been praying for, which I wanted. I believe it's important. We all should be seeking to be back in church and not under organized religion, like control me, tell me what to do, and be in a fog, but like just in a place where it's healthy and you're growing and leadership cares about you and wants to see you, prosper in God and the promises he has for you. So I'm in the works of doing that right now, and I'm pressing into God, and, we're working it out, and I'll get back to you guys. Please give me any feedback that you have. I love you guys. I'm excited for what we're doing here on this platform. This is your home. It's my home. It's your home too. I love you guys. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. God bless.